Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, we are here not at the dungeon, we are here in Morzuk because I want to do some quests. So here's Ghen Gen with a quest, work to live or live to work. And as it has a picture, this seems to be one of the biggest quest chains. Greetings, friend. You like helping people, yes? Maybe you can help me too. You see, my son Ghun Gun makes me very proud, but very worried. He works very hard, too hard for his own good. He follows orders, yes, follows them until someone tells him to stop. This is very dangerous, bad for his health. I need you to speak to him, persuade him to rest. He should be near the Red Sarai, probably leaving no stone unturned in his search for relics. Please, tell him his father orders him to stop. Honestly, that doesn't sound normal. He just follows orders until someone actually orders him to stop this. Well, we will see. There's Ghun Gun. Search for nooks, search for crannies, search high, search low. Oh, sorry, I did not see you there. Are you lost? Father says I must rest. That will not do, no. I will stop, but not yet. I need something to show for my efforts. All this scrabbling, all this searching, and still no shinies. You came here to tell me to stop, but if I refuse, your job will not be finished, will it? That will not do either. Wait, I have an idea. If you help me find shinies, my job will be over, your job will be over, and I can rest. Simple, yes? Look under that rubble and find whatever there is to be found. Maybe it will be valuable, maybe not. Either way, let us keep searching until we get at least one shiny. Nothing. What about here? Nothing. And here? A signet ring. What did you find? Not more rubble, I hope. A lot of rubble and this signet ring. Oh, this looks very special. Such pretty patterns. I've never seen one like this before. But how much is it worth? I'm an expert in finding shinies, not a historian. Perhaps we should ask someone. Once we sell it, we will divide the profits between us. We worked as a team, so half for you, half for me. Fair is fair. Such a pretty ring. Almost too precious to sell. Almost. We will ask a friend of my father how much it is worth. He's a good man, we can trust him. Well, as much as we can trust anyone that my father would call a friend. Anyway, let us meet in Morzuk. Once we are done, we can discuss your reward. Only thing sweeter than a handful of shinies is a purse full of jigglies. Very close he is. This way. Scrupulous trader. He knows much about all things. Ancient things. More than me, anyway. What have you got for me tonight? I'm not sure, but is this a very lovely shiny? Here, take a look. Let me see. My word, this is exquisite. Judging by the sigil, I'd say this originates from Nabaath. You'll need to find an expert in that period to ascertain its true value, though. You mean you do not know? I'm sorry, Ghun Gun, but the chap with a cart near the south gate might be able to help. White hair, smells like cabbage. Then we ask him. Thank you for your kind advice. Smells like cabbage, huh? He should be easy to find in that case. We found him. Let's see what he thinks of a ring. May I help you? Please, tell us what this old ring is worth. I've not seen one of these in a very long time. Well, what is it? It's no simple ring. See that sigil? Used to seal letters, it was. The owner must have been someone quite important. But you'd best speak with Jamiel if you want to know who it belonged to. If you want to know about quests and such, he's the one to ask. Ah, not again. I just want my jinglies. Hopefully Jamiel will be the last one we have to ask. Now, what could you two spry younglings need from an old man like me? We want to know how much we can get for this signet ring. Please tell us. The suspense is killing me. Where did you get this? It belonged to a Malik of Nabaath. So that sounds valuable indeed. So, how much? To a historian, it is priceless. In all likelihood, there's only one such ring in existence. Though I'm afraid that to the layman, unversed in ancient sigils, it's worth no more than any other signet of a similar age. Anyone in Nabaath with even a modicum of wealth would have had one bearing their mark. So, it's priceless but also not worth very much? I'm confused. It looks like we will not be rolling in witches after all. I'm very sorry to have dragged you around Mordsuk for nothing. But as we always say, no such thing as a thing no one needs, and hard work is its own reward, something like that anyway. While your coin purse may not be no heavier than before, you have learned an important lesson. I think so, at least. This is probably more a question of finding the right buyer to appreciate its true value. Now that the business with the ring is over, I should rest, as I said I would. When you promised it to my father, it will be fulfilled. Actually, there's something I should like to discuss with you. I'm in no rush, however, so let us speak again after your repose. My curiosity is piqued. Please, you must tell me now. I can rest while you listen. Oh, well, if you insist. I would like you to help me search for more relics from Nabaath. If my suppositions are correct, I know that many such artifacts are waiting to be uncovered. I base this claim on my knowledge of a route chosen by the Malik when he led his people's exodus from the flood of light. Although many tried to take their most prized possessions with them, it soon became apparent that such burdens would only hinder their escape. Each household discarded their personal treasures, one piece at a time. By following the exact path traveled from Nabaath, we would be able to unearth many more priceless treasures. What say you? Will you lend me your aid? Of course, and now that I have finished resting, I'm ready to start digging. You are quite sure? I am. Serenia, you should come too. You've already found one of these shinies. Maybe you can find some more. You will be amply remunerated for your efforts, even if there are no profits to be made from the sale of the items themselves. I too am a proponent of the motto, honest pay for honest work. We should go before my father tries to stop me. Honestly, there's no such thing as working too hard. Oh wait, where are we going? The first location is to the east of the inn at Journey's Head. Allow me to lead the way. It does not smell of treasure here. Maybe I'm not sniffing hard enough? As I recall, there should be a few artifacts scattered around the area. The first items to be discarded were those of little value, or simply too cumbersome to be carried over long distances. However, we can assume that many were buried so that they could be recovered later. Therefore, it seems logical that landmarks such as large outcrops and so forth would be used to indicate their position. Less talking, more digging. I want to find the shinies. Okay. Lots of lovely shinies over here. What have you got? A dirt-encrusted shield. Can you clean it? Oh. Oh, a great big shiny. Is this a dinner plate? Jamil, what is this? A heraldic shield. The 5 coins above the castle represent each of the great houses of Nabaath. Coins? Is that because they were rich? Precisely. The capital attracted trade from across Northrend, and much of the wealth found its way into their coffers. Such a booming economy was not built overnight, however. Although Nabaath was largely established by humans, the harsh desert environment meant that they had to rely on the aid of neighboring peoples. There was more to taught them how to safely traverse the barren plains, methods for finding sustenance, and much besides. They were also respected partners in matters of commerce. The Nabaath owed a great deal to your ancestors, Ghun Gun. I never knew. History is all around us, if we know where to look. Which reminds me, the next location I would like to search is not far from here. This way, if you would, please. More shinies. I have reason to believe that more artifacts are resting beneath these ruins. Please take the utmost care with any that you discovered, as some may be fragile. Nothing but bricks and sands. Have you had better luck? A sand-caked statue. I know what this is. A decorative mort head sculpture. Making these is one of our many traditions. But what is it doing here? We may surmise that it was once kept in the pristine palace of Malik. It once housed tokens of friendship from allied peoples. That the Malik brought such gifts so far from Nabaath is proof of their cultural significance. However, when the Nabaath and the Mort first came into contact, There were many disagreements. I do not understand. We Mord hate arguing. The art of negotiation is another one of our many traditions. Yes, I dare say that was a decisive factor in these disparate peoples finding common ground. And yet the Mord live on. The Nabaath are no more. Hopefully we will uncover yet more valuable insights into the past at our final excavation site. And may I say, your work thus far has been nothing short of exemplary. Please, save your thanks for when we are finished. There's much still to be done, more treasures to be found. I want to dig. Where's the next spot, Jamal? West from here, close to the Nabaath severance. What are we waiting for? Must hurry! Yes, this is the spot. Let us see what we can find here. Nothing yet, but every handful of dirt I sift brings me closer to the shinies. Ghun Gun, there's something I would like to ask you. Yes, I'm listening. Working, but listening. Why do you go to such lengths to help me? You've had barely a moment's rest since we first began. Yet you set about your digging like a man possessed. What can I say? I love to work, that's all. Maybe that's not such a good answer. I mean, I'm a Mord of Motsuk. This is our way. Is that so? No such thing as a thing no one needs. And you need these treasures, yes? And I will find them for you. Helping each other, helping outsiders, it makes no difference. A job well done is a source of great pride for Mord. Now I see why the Nabaath valued your ancestors' friendship so highly. Oh, I found something. A tube. Wait, there's a lid. Let me open it. Ah, something is inside. Jamal, what is this? Where did he go? But I wanted to show him the treasure. Of all the times to go for a stroll. Can you go and look for him? You will see further from higher ground. I will wait here and guard the relic. From where? Seriously? It's not as if this is actually high ground. Jamal is nowhere to be seen. You'd best report your findings or lack of to Ghun Gun. So, what happened to him? No idea. Do not know? Oh, this boat's ill. Ill indeed. While you were gone, I inspected the treasure. Inside was a scroll which shows the Nabaath for your family tree. And the last Malik's name was Jamal. Which can only mean one thing. That he is really the last Malik's ghost. He must have needed someone to find his final treasure, so that he could pass into the afterlife. We must inform Father. If there are ghosts wandering around, he needs to warn everyone. I'm not sure what Father will make of these going-ons, but I must tell him what we saw, or rather, what we did not see. Serenia, you have been assisting my son with his work, yes? That is true, Father, but we have grim tidings. Master Ghen Gen, might I have a... Ah, there we are. Whatever is the matter? Do not come any closer. Excuse me? Keep away from me, spirit. I beg your pardon, I may be rather long in the tooth, but I'm still very much alive, I assure you. So you came to the conclusion I was a ghost of Nabaath Malik on basis that we have the same name? Perhaps we had best put this misunderstanding down to an overactive imagination. Jamal the Ninth, the last Malik, was my grandfather. I was named after him, which makes me Jamal the 10th. So you are Nabaath royalty? It all makes sense now, I think. But why did you disappear like that? I tried to tell you that I was going to return to Mortsuk to prepare your reward, but it seems that you did not hear me. All that scrabbling around in the dirt must have drowned out my voice. Sorry about that. I will listen harder from now on. In any case, I'm incredibly grateful to both of you. I've learned much of my people and the exodus from the flood. But there must be many, many more shinings for us to find. And that is not all. I want to know more about the history of a Mort and a friendship within Nabaath. It is my duty as future leader of Mortsuk. We cannot leave the treasures buried under the desert, and let the stories of our ancestors be forgotten. Let us work together to unearth the past. Master Ghen Gen, you have raised a fine son. And he will be a great leader one day, if he can avoid working himself into an early grave. Ghun Gun, there are many relics waiting to be discovered, but there's no need to rush. They will not crumble away to nothing while you are resting. Come, we have much to discuss. Oh, Ghun Gun, where are your manners? Serenia, I'm sorry. He has forgotten to express his gratitude. Please allow me on his behalf. Thank you. But I was wondering, between all that digging, did he find time to rest? Define rest. Okay, but I think that is a good place to end this episode. Until next time when we play more Final Fantasy XIV. I'm Mace and don't get lost.